Okay, so it must be the sound. So
Oh, something's
okay,
happening.
I can hear y'all now. Can y'all hear me?
I can
I
hear
can hear
you.
you now.
Okay. Okay, so I got a new link, so I gotta get that new link up. And then new link, new link, new link. We're gonna crash that one. Okay, so there we're gonna go community content. Okay, we're gonna do that right there. We're gonna go to Facebook. We're gonna go to Facebook. And this is okay. So after I do this last thing, we getting going. I don't care who sees it, why they see it, but y'all can hear me, right? Okay, so anybody who's still here with us, that's awesome. We're gonna get this started. So like normal, it's gonna be me, Earl, and Roland. I don't know if they want to introduce themselves again, get credentials. Go for it.
Yo, yo,
Uh,
yo! It's your boy from the resource row.
this is Earl.
That's all we're gonna get. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna move around this PowerPoint pretty fast. We got about 54 MCs, so let's get this going. So real quick, going over the format itself. Feature format 13, second chance. Um, Fall 2021, take place between now and the end of December, and you can only use call from volume 3 or 4. You can use basic and special location, but the special location must be the same as somebody in your deck. And then I have a list of all the current available sets that fall into this category, and anything that released between now and December will also be a part of this. Anything else anybody want to add?
A quick question:
Go for it.
if it releases while the league is going on, will it be legal
So,
instantly or at the end of the week?
so the way we're doing it, so all releases up to this upper deck had done have been on Wednesday. So it won't be legal that Wednesday. It will be if it come out on Wednesday, it become legal that next week. So the best way to determine the release date is when it shows up on the upper deck website. So if the box is on the upper deck website, then like I said, it won't be legal until that following week. But it will also be updated into the Discord server when each new set become legal.
We
Everybody
just
got
can't wait to
this?
get Venom.
Huh?
We just can't wait to get Venom.
Check that out. Okay, moving right along. We ready to start going through our MC. So I'm gonna kind of go over how the PowerPoint it broke down so everybody understand what they seen on the screen, and then we'll go from there. So first we have their rank. So we start from the bottom and we going to the top. So we start with rank number 54. So each one of us gave each MC a ranking. So two of us gave Rachel Summers a 54, and some random person, I don't think it was one of us, gave her a 51.
No, it wasn't me.
And then and then we added those numbers together, divided by 3, and got a number after that. To let you know that this is a real fancy format, we went 2 digits deep. 2 decimal points, not 1 decimal point. So you know this the real deal. It's 2 decimal points deep. But that was that number you see back here at the end, just the average. So you can kind of see how close the number are to the average, either how smart or not bright the people were making their choices. And the numbers all in order by ranking, so it's not by me, Earl, Roland. It's by somebody picked her 51 would have been her highest rank, and then the next two was a tie. We know who did what, so we may discuss it. If not, we may let that person slide. So let's get this started. So first starting with Rachel Summers. She's a blank card. Anybody else want to say anything about her?
If you want a 2/4 with 5 health, flying in range, that's your girl.
Or if you want somebody to hang on the plane with 4s once you invent that.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
at least-
that's true.
So, like, there's other main characters here who you just can't build a deck with them. This, at least, you could do something. I mean, yeah, she's blank, but
You believe that in your
That's
heart
right.
and soul?
You can power her up with your Jean Grey Omega.
exactly.
And that would
Don't do that, kid.
And then
Don't do this at home.
and then, like I said, that would then make you the dumbest person in Versus. I don't like calling people dumb, but if you power up a Omega Jean Grey for Rachel Summers, I don't care if it's turn 1 or turn 26. It's a terrible idea, always. And actually, no, you can't use Jean Grey. It's a card title.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So the upper deck, thank you
He's
upper
telling
deck
them
for
to
not.
do things.
So that's not
Can't
even
even
legal.
My bad. You can't even power up with Jean Grey.
She can't
Can I
level.
rank her? Can I rank her at 55?
I will allow it. All right, we're moving forward. We into the MCU where they only got 155 card box, so we probably gonna see a couple of them down here. So 53 Vulture. Anybody want to say something? Pretty self-explanatory, but any.
It's not a good deck.
And
Nope.
especially he probably one of the best support character you could build in a deck.
Yep.
So
I think we can move on.
we can move on. Mysterio in the same boat. I think this is the right version of this card. There are like 12 different versions of this card with misprints and stuff, but I'm pretty sure this is the right one. But do not quote me on that.
It looks right.
Okay. so here we are. But I mean, it not even anybody worth. Even if you do level him by on somebody's alternate plan, you level him. You don't even get anything that what you want to make a hologram out of. Maybe a Spider-Man, but there are no heroes that really gonna make him any bigger. So yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man UK. He all alone. No Spider-Verse is playable, but you could power him up quite a bit.
Draw them cards.
What should make him better than Rachel Summer? At least two of us thought that.
Yeah,
One of
he's
us
got
did
more
not.
health, or
More
he's got more defense, and he can draw cards.
Yeah, but like that 2 health, that's kind of a stumbling block for me. But I understand.
but
he-
drawing cards, powering up. I mean, all things that Rachel Summers can't do. Okay, next card. We have Storm. So,
do we have to talk about the Civil War?
We don't have to, but I just want a general fact. We're not going to talk too much about MC, but just a general fact. Of all the 54 MCs, there are only 11 of them where at least 2 of us gave them the same exact ranking. So only 11. So as you see, some of these MCs is you could rank them anywhere. I think if I did a ranking again, I'd have a different order.
Oh, hold on now. Somebody complained when I came up with an updated list.
Right, but because because I'm doing extra work.
Oh, okay.
I could talk
okay
about it and I'm pretty selfish. Yes. Moving right along. More Civil War stuff. Any questions?
I think we're all very familiar with Civil War stuff.
Moving along. Not Civil War, but he definitely pissed somebody off when they made his card. I mean, he got a great team, but again, this is one you're taking one of the best support characters out, making him an MC. So, any thoughts? Okay.
They did him dirty.
So dirty.
His support character was so good, it took all the juice, and they gave it to the support character.
Yeah.
The not so loving thing.
So just to let people know, if you are somehow in the live chat, if you somehow made it here, greatly appreciated. But if you type in the chat, None of us see it. So y'all could talk among yourselves. I will have that figured out next time, but as of right now, y'all are talking among yourselves. 47, Seahawks, Civil War. Anything? Good.
Disappointing. All right.
You said
Boy.
Civil War, so I checked out.
Luke K, Civil War. Anything else? Good.
No.
He's
Moving
better
along.
than Thing.
Yes, I mean, that's Spider-Man. I mean, I know I would act kind of with Roland when he had the big hype on him, but in real life, this is about where he falls at.
Yeah.
Like, man, why you coming through the window? Just use the door, man. But either way, we moving right along. Now, the Collector. Um, Also to let people know, I have not played twists all these MCs. I know there's some people who have time to do that. I'm not one of them, or I either
Big
don't care to
teams
play
who
all
get
of them.
assigned MCs. Yeah.
But
We're too lazy here on Team Buckeye.
but we at rank 44, so it seemed like number wise, this is about where everybody had them at. Somebody had them right at 41, and then we kind of right around it. Like I said, the bottom is the bottom, the top is the top, and everything else in the middle is kind of wherever you feel about them.
I do have something to say about the Collector and the Grandmaster.
Okay.
I'll just say it right now at one time is it doesn't seem like a big deal, but them losing their free stone just kind of I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah.
Kind of deducted points
Right.
in my book from them.
That I didn't think about that, but that makes sense. I mean, I just haven't thought about them, but that makes sense. Moving right along. Black Widow, Civil War. Any questions? No. Good. Next one. Nimrod.
Sorry, Mitch.
He still got some good plot twists on team. I mean, there are not many good plot twists in this format.
Tell me about it.
But here we are. Most likely we're gonna see misdraft this and do something great with him, and we'll be like, wow, I didn't think of that. But as of right now, he is right where he need to be. 42nd. I mean, we had him all ranked higher than that, but points wise, we had MC we just thought were better. Baron Zemo. Yeah, I mean, I have anybody want to say anything? I mean, I like some of their plot twists that's on team, but I think they work better with Crimson Cow.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
And that one of a kind suite is also nice on this team. So I mean, if you're gonna use the wrecking crew, you have to have one of the two.
I will admit I've never played this character, so he could be better than I'm giving him credit for. But sorry, Zemo. I like your son better.
Ghost Spider. Now, if you look at the number next to the 40, somebody had this MC's at 18. So I mean, there was definitely a discrepancy. Somebody thought
somebody likes Ghost Spider.
I really like Ghost Spider.
Oh,
I admit it. It was me. I come out and say it.
How do you level them up?
Multiple
I guess
man.
multiple man.
I came up with some other stuff. Yeah.
Right.
I like her ultimate ability. You know, just join another game and be like, haha.
so tuck and pass basically, but
Exactly. And there's better ones in the format, but
yeah, see, I think her dimensional wristwatch got her right in the right spot here at number 40.
I also love that you can play Ghost Spider and Gwen Stacy, the supporting character.
All right.
You just want something to write on the resource roll, but like I said,
takes her from 19
but like I
to
said,
18.
you should have somebody else. You should have somebody else at 18, but we'll talk about that later. Jean Grey. I mean, you hit it, one of the best support character playing her, but
Yep.
I still
and
like
all the other 8 drops that have the Omega.
But I do like that the fact that there are not many ways to really get around. If you put like a Sentinel in front of her, they either cannot attack, or it's just there's no way to get around. There's not much stealth going on here, and not many negative counters.
Mm-hmm.
So she can level. It's just try and get those yellows. She got no wows.
Yep.
So either gonna have to get one of them 4 yellows, or you're gonna have to get a buddy who could use some other colors for her.
I don't know. It seems like there's other things you can do.
Yeah. But we'll let some people figure out, like Apex said, we'll let that let y'all figure that out. Moving right along. 2-star Spider-Man. Somebody had him again high. What? No. Oh yeah, same person. Big Spider-Man. There's a Spider-Man fan in our group.
I don't know who that would be.
He probably wearing the Spider-Man onesie right now.
Batman. Batman night.
I mean, he got some game, but he still need them greens. So, I mean, with him, Queens kind of come useless. But I just think he's missing so much support within the earlier set for the Spider characters.
And I will say he has a lot fewer friends and family around than he used to have.
Right. All his friends left him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving along.
Stupid Mephisto.
The Fire Lord. So, I mean, I could go either way with him. I know I end up putting him low, but I mean, there's a fluctuation here on almost 20 different spots between the three of us picking him.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh yeah, I think yeah. So
I was the one who ranked him at 23, and it just seems like with the possibility of him being a 6/6 on turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, they're so good. But the thing is, if they hire their MC...
Yeah, that's true.
But, I mean, I think he got game. He owned Red, and he didn't become a hero, because if you could get Galactus out, you're always doing great things with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because that way you can stop the Jean Greys from at least showing up. I mean, they may still have enough to get that Hawkling to exchange out your Galactus, but... at least you're not going to lose your Galactus to Green Gray, unless you're doing something wrong, or you got Mutant Control Act.
Here's my problem with this format. There's so many different directions you can go, but how many of them are directions you should go?
That's the $1 million question. But we going to move along, and we'll talk more about them ways later. Sentinel.
Oh, we upset Mitch, guys. He's wanting Nimrod way higher. Sorry, Mitch.
Oh, you can see the messes?
Yeah.
Ah, that makes one of us. Okay. No, I mean, yeah, I figure. Yeah, I know he got love for Nimrod, but I like Sentinel better than Nimrod. If I had to be on team, I would go with Sentinel.
We're just make sure that Mitch can have Nimrod with him ranked so low. That's
right.
All.
Oh yeah.
For you.
We got you, buddy.
Alright, if you see any more comment, well, go ahead and just throw them out there, you know.
You got it.
Anything out there. But here we are sitting yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, if you play him, assume you're not gonna get this level 1 power. Just totally forget it and don't worry about it.
They can hit you.
But like I said, if you give him wings and they give him a concealed firearm, you pretty much got the same thing at a cheaper price.
Oh yeah.
But he owned team with a good plot twist, so I mean, but who had him? Who had the 25? Who had him up there? Probably with me.
No, that was me.
Oh, that was you. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, it should have been 26. I think I got mixed up because somebody paper will fold it over. But two of us thought 40, so he got 35 points. Was put him at 36. So moving along, Blade. I want him to be good so bad.
You and me both.
There are going to be games where he's great.
Right. I mean, when he's good, he's going to seem like the greatest MC ever, and he probably going to get banned in the Bill Fay format.
Yep.
So some underwomen call that get banned. I'm not sorry about that format that I went 3 and 4, and I'm not that sorry that Stand Together, Unwavering Loyalty couldn't be played together, but
let it go.
But here we go. But here we are. But
Well, it
Blake
looks
got
like
some
we all had them ranked pretty much the same.
right. I mean, this is probably I think the closest we was on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Super Scroll. I mean, I think in the Buckeye League he good because somebody got a Fantastic Four. You may be able to take that chance that they're gonna play
Mm-hmm.
him, and that can help you,
Mm-hmm.
get some of them XP. But you're gonna be doing that on your own. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah. I like the -1/-1 counter keyword there, but
You gotta be face up at the start of your turn to get that.
who gonna let you with a
Right.
5 defense?
And the other downside, I think the rule update hurt him a bit because when I did play him, I used to try to get a equipment on one of the Fantastic Four characters. So when he leveled, he got that superpower because back in the day, was like a month ago, them used to be part of the character's powers. But now, that's a whole different thing. So you lose that. So
Yeah.
I think that's why he lost a little love with me. Okay, next one we have Captain America Civil War. Any takers? Pretty high up on the Civil War, but any takers on this?
No, it's Civil War.
Okay, here we
I
go.
don't talk so much about Civil
Right.
War.
Grandmaster
Jason is upset. We upset Jason.
with
You can't believe.
Sentinel.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jason.
I mean, we try and help you out for your late round pick, but well, here we are at Grandmaster. Well, Sentinel maybe could have been above him, but who knows? I
I know.
mean,
I'm like, how are we
I
now
like
at
Team Up.
Grandmaster?
yeah, team up is good, and he may not be leveling
Oh,
fast,
hey.
so I mean, if you could work that out, you can make some good combos that people just not suspecting.
Like
And then,
Daredevil and Taskmaster.
and then, like say his domain, if you a little more hip to them, and your deck can prepare for that, that can make a difference. I had played this, not in this format, but them domains can make a difference if the opponent not ready for them.
Ugh, I hate domains, guys. That was such a long game.
I think yeah, but moving right along, Iron Man, Civil War.
I agree, Mitch.
I agree, Miss too. What we agreeing on?
We agree that Grandmaster shouldn't be at 32.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go back to Grandmaster. Who had the 27? Was that that
That's Earl.
that was Earl, and then me and him at 36. So that was
I was
Earl.
gonna say, don't be blaming me this time, guys. It was me.
It was me. It was me. I like Team Up.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
Team Up a lot.
yeah. I think I had him back near the collector, but yeah, I mean, so quick question about the Civil War. We're not going to talk about Iron Man, but how many Civil War characters y'all think going to get drafted out to 14? If you had to, let's just say
Two.
over or under. You think it's going to be more or less than 4?
Less.
I think less too.
I'm going with more just to play devil's advocate.
Well, we seen that in your ranking. We assumed that was the case there too.
I think that probably more should be drafted,
Right.
but I don't think they will because I think people are done.
Right.
I think people are done.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Jason does say Grandmaster has Speed Demon in this format for whatever that's worth.
Only if you could get ISO Spear on him, but then you you said, for whatever that worth.
No solo though.
Okay,
You're right, Mitch.
Kang. I like Kang. I have built a deck or two with Kang, even in this format. Yeah, having the extra MCs is always nice.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
If you can make his level 2 power work, you can kind of reset the game and put it into your favor or speed it up.
How are you stunning early though? I mean, he needs 5 XP.
Yeah, no savage surprise.
Have you heard of Impossible Man? Cool little card. Puts you right up to 4, turn 1. He puts you He put right up to 4, turn 1. And you at 5 defense, so even if you get him, you got 7 defense. Well, I mean, you could make it happen. And then, like I said, you may have to do a little finagling, but you can make it happen. You gotta believe.
Storm says, "Cool story, bro."
But moving right along here, Iron Fist. I haven't played him.
Me neither. I want to, but like,
I played him when not in this format. He's fun, but he loses everything that I thought would make him fun. Is not in the format.
He fun, but he lose everything. Yeah, right. So, I mean, to stun a MC just that does sound fun. Like a hug, cast my fist. But of course, you getting punched back too.
4-7 in melee combat.
Yeah. And then that challenge, I mean, people could work around that, you know. I mean, Earl, I know the king could try and keep you from leveling. I had played him and learned that from experience. So you could definitely work around that and keep him down on level 1 for quite a while.
All right, Mitch is taking this whole Nimrod thing personally. Like we said, man. Like we said, we're making sure you get him.
I mean, Nimrod was a rough one. Like I said, the middle of packages, I don't know. I could see Nimrod being an Iron Fist in a dark alley somewhere. The Maestro. This should make Mitch a little happy, right? I know this is one of his guys, Team Maestro, but I mean, yeah, if you get an ISO spear on him, I mean, what do you do? But can you get him to level? Yeah, I mean, I think he got a good game. I mean, anybody else want to say anything?
I haven't played with him or against him, so he's a mystery to me.
Right.
Same.
I said, yeah, this Mitch sent this to Upper Deck, so besides watching them play with it, yeah, I mean, yeah, this is just a guessing game. Somebody went way 30.
Who beat the Maestro?
Yeah, you have him 38. You have him back there, yeah. But I know he got power. I just have never put it to use. But moving along,
I feel like the middle of the pack's wide open,
right.
So it was hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mitch says, he loses a lot of his equipment.
Okay, yeah, options. Right. So. Avalanche. I mean, I think if he get a favorable matchup, he's a beast. But yeah. If he don't get that matchup, I mean, he could be in a little bit of trouble. I mean, somebody got to
level against Cape Pride, maybe.
I mean, if somebody willing to, not play locations, try to keep him down, you can make things happen. But I mean, if you have to play the face down and get the resourcing, he start hitting your, draining your resource focus. What can you do? I played him yesterday and found out the hard way. I was there. I can't get above 4 because every turn, my opponent play one, I lose one. My opponent being Jason, and I was playing the thing, so I was at a huge disadvantage already.
Wait, you were playing the thing?
Yeah, I went to the gunfight with a knife, and believe everything you heard about that statement. It is
plastic spoon, maybe?
No, thing has some game. Don't get it twisted.
But, okay.
But if I can't go above 4 and play nobody above 4, it kind of hurt the deck a lot.
I'd say so.
But Avalanche do got some game, and the Blood Hood I think got one of the best plot twists suite on Team.
Preach it.
I mean, Civil War plot twists are pretty good, but nobody gonna really play them besides Prowler and Harkling.
Everybody's playing them.
Everybody playing them. Nobody got tired. Nobody got tired of Prowler. Man, I'm not playing Prowler no more. Okay, and then
go ahead.
And then Pyro, like I said, I think he's the better of the two, but like I said, neither one I haven't built a deck for, but I still think Pyro the better of the two.
And Jason's saying that Avalanche and Pyro are both better in theory than in practice.
Okay.
I had a lot of luck with Pyro. Of course, I played Jason. I played Jason against Pyro, his Pyro, and he didn't draw a single red, so that was not a good show.
Yeah.
Okay, moving along. The Crimson Cow. I had him. I'm pretty high on him. I don't know where y'all at on him. I'm the 15 guy. That's me. I mean,
I'm 25, middle of the pack. Right. It's wide open. It's hard to.
The downside, yes, getting them Avenged of Manson sucks. That does suck, but getting the Wrecking Crew, and not only did he got 6 health, he had the Out of Time to kind of buy him more time. I mean, Out of Time also could prevent your opponent MC from getting XP from stuff. Because you're playing somebody who's looking to see something, they're not there to see it.
Yep.
Here's another interesting fact for those of you wishing to play Crimson Cowl in this format. If you want to put Avengers Mansion in your deck, you also have to put an Avenger in your deck.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, so and you got three choices. Is it three? Yeah, three choices, right? Yes, three.
Something like that. It's not a lot.
Yeah, three choices, but you could make it work. I played a game with him yesterday. I was able to win with him, so and I didn't level, but with him you could win without leveling, I think. But that's a different story for a different day. And if anybody had questions, you can find me on the video game. On the video, and we could play, and I can show you what I mean. But for a different day, let's move along. Now,
we all know who the 12 is.
Now, he is dear to my heart. I know what y'all thinking. Like, man, this MCU guy don't have no support. Spider-Man is a beast. He is rogue level with his skills by himself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, his support crew is kind of lame. But I had won some games with him in testing in this format against a Dormammu deck. So he got game, but somebody picked 44. Apparently, they had feelings for players not having to get stuck with a pre-built deck. You want your deck built for you. I'm not gonna throw no names out there, say anything about Earl, but
hey, I like Spider-Man.
Right,
we all know I had him way high.
Right. Well, of course, like I said, you probably see MCU like, and then you're like, oh, it's Spider-Man. I actually got that hoodie in my house. Look in my closet. Look.
I do.
Moving along. Wasp.
Yes, he is, Jason. Don't doubt it.
Civil War. Yes? Anything else?
Hey.
Since we're getting towards the 20, okay. Hank Pym. Have he even been legal in the format up to this point?
I think this is the first time he's legal.
I think he's an interesting one. You had no help getting them yellows. That's the only downside to him. So you need 8 cards. You need 3 or 8 cards to level.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been nice if it said if he draw a card level, but then he would level super fast. But his level 2 is pretty good, being able to change the flow of the game.
And at least JJ coming down.
Right.
Doesn't, or where there is no Jessica Jones. So
right.
Yeah.
So, who had where did I have? There was a 20. I was in the 20. No, I had him at 20, so I was in the middle. 16.
I got the 32.
Okay, yeah. So, it all depends how you feel about a lot of the MC based on your feeling. You think they're gonna draw that location because if he don't get them yellows, he in a world of hurt, and he don't have the Avengers plot to his suite to back him up. So, I think he had a good spot. I like where we put him.
I like that Hank and Hope or maybe that's not Hope, but the Civil War Wasp are pretty close together.
Right.
I meant to say he's glad that Buckeye's showing her some respect this time around.
Right.
I love Wasp. Let's see. I don't think I was verbal about it last time around, so.
Okay.
But yeah, I love Wasp.
Okay. Earl, I'm going to take a moment. You don't need to say nothing here. Now, if you look at the numbers, I'm actually over in my house shaking right now. I didn't have him at 8. Earl had him at 8. I had him at 9. I was trying to be conservative. I had to hold back. But 47? But the Spider chick is like 18?
Yep. I said what I said.
Noah Red played in the Quarantine Cup. Not many people on this list say they played in Quarantine Cup 3. Top 8, he was there.
Okay. How many games did you win with Nora and Red again?
He was there in the top 8. My teammates.
Yeah. I could have brought Spider-Man UK. but I wanted to win
but
in the
but
top 8.
but I had two teammates. Y'all may even know these guys. They were behind me like, oh yeah, man, that's a good idea, dog. Go get them.
Hey,
Go
look,
get them.
What I
there's
was
no
thinking
one.
was, I'm gonna carry this with Morbius and hope Earl and Ultron got this. I was like, oh, okay.
There, there is no one on this planet that has lost to Norrin Rad more times than me. Every time I play him, it's like Dave's like level. I'll go up to level 2 on turn 1. I'll go up to level 3 on turn 2. He's got safeguard.
So, I mean, we almost ended our friendship. I mean, it was. I mean, we were over at your house talking, and
We were.
if your wife wasn't down there, it might have came with blows. but I respect your wife too much to allow that to happen. I need you to do better. That's all I can ask of you, Roland. I need you to do
I will
better.
let you do better with Norrad, and I park him way back at 47.
I'm announcing it now. There's going to be a series of games where I play with Silver Surfer against any MC you want. Let's see how many games you win.
I'll play Anti-Reg Spider-Man, and we'll see how that go.
We'll see how that go, but before I just, because he only 5 minutes away, before I end up at his house, y'all be like, man, we don't hear David no more, and then all of a sudden you hear somebody choking out. We're going to move along. Namor. Civil War. Any questions? Good.
Cricket.
Annihilus. I like Annihilus. I mean, negative zone, that's a good card to have in your deck.
Yeah.
That uniqueness is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Level up is super easy. I mean, it got a lot of words.
It is a lot of words.
But it basically said, swing, you'll level in like 3 or 4 turns. Just swing.
It's pretty good.
Misplayed him in a semi of the Bill Phase League and won with him. I mean, Miss picked some interesting MC for that tournament. Let me just bring that up.
Yeah. And like you said, Impossible Man.
Right.
Or that's not his name. Yeah, that is his name.
Right, but it's not in the format for the Bill Phase League.
Oh, Bill Phase League. No,
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking
You
about
said
Bill
Mitch.
Phase,
I heard Earl.
I figured we were doing 54 MCs. This is what, a Bill Phase top 10? Is that about the right number for them? Top 10. Let's do the 44, honorable mentions. That's not a top 10. Sorry, Mr. Big. Just gotta throw that out there. I was in the middle of my work day, like
fired.
I was at the middle of my work day, like, man, I want to see this top 10. I waited a half an hour to see that top 10, and I cut it off by then. But here at
I waited the whole time, Ben. I saw the whole thing.
I will go back to it at some point, but I think Annihilus fall in a good spot.
I think so too, yeah.
But he shouldn't be above Silver Surfer, but let's move along. Civil War. He don't get some of the support he had with missing, some of the locations he can use, but yeah. No, he can't use, whatever. Thoughts? I don't know why I even talk about him. My bad. Sorry.
Civil War.
Yeah,
Civil War.
Moving right along. Mystique. You want to take this, Earl?
All right, so funny story. I'm the one who has Mystique at 21, and my favorite deck for this format right now is Mystique. So, yeah, I don't know. She's pretty good. Better than 21.
I played 2 games with her this morning that weren't even really games, but I played her against Kate Pride. I thought, oh, let's have some mutant versus mutant action, and yeah, that didn't go well. But really? I also really love Mystique.
I mean, she got game. I do. Like I said, the plot twist don't mean nothing because she won't use them on level 2 once she level. But no, she got game. I mean, that yellow power, forget about it.
Yeah.
You're all about the red life and whatever spells you running. But moving right along. Mole Man. Now, I had some sleepless nights against him. I tested against Earl playing him in long games. You can't build, but in this format, he's a little dampened. He definitely got the power dampering going on here.
Yeah. I don't know that he holds up. I might, if I was to redo my rankings, he might be lower for me.
I'm the one who had him high at 8 because like I said, I lost a lot of games. I think it's the same Silver Surfer thing because we're doing that same phase. Me and Earl were playing a lot of games and there was a lot of that matchup. We were avoiding that matchup a lot, but every time it was just those two. So I still think he got game. I haven't built a deck with him, but if he could get his yellow, he could make your life miserable.
Oh yeah, he kind of does what Avalanche does. I'm just not sure which one does it better.
Mm.
Well, he's also got a hiding factor too.
Right.
So
yeah, that's true. That's true. RFG is nice.
Morbius. We got somebody top 4 here.
Mm-hmm.
Me. I like him.
I guess the builds I have used him in I like a lot of defensive plot twists, was that's not a thing you have in this format. So I think I put him a little lower because of that reason. I mean, not 29 low, but I put him low. I mean, he's still Morbius. Come on now.
Yeah.
29? I mean,
Deacon Frost, I think, is better if we're going the vampire route.
As I want to say this again, this is somebody who was in the top 8 at Quarantine Cup 3. You got anything bad to say now?
Maybe I just missing all the plot twists.
But
I agree. Especially during the month of Halloween, it hurt to put him so low. Maybe I need to try a deck and see how he do. But
I mean, he'll get mud stomp. He'll get mud stomp against Silver Surfer. But anybody else, go ahead and give him a try.
Okay. We're going to set up a fight night. I don't know if we're allowed to do that legally, but we're going.
Yeah, I think that copyright. We could just call it Silver Surfer and Stopping Random MC Night. We could call it that. Okay. How about that? That's not trademark yet.
See, my nose is already
Morbius, Silver Surfer.
Invisible Woman. She's a hard to predict in the format.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen so good from her. It's hard to put her any lower, but I think she should be a lot lower.
Well, she could also be a 6/6 on turn 1.
Right. Yeah. So that's the thing. But if you're playing against the number 1, you don't want to be 6/6 on turn 1.
Well, it's better than 5/5 on turn 1.
Yeah. Well, if you're playing against the number 1 MC in this format, you want to be a 5/5 or less.
No, that's true.
Or you just want to hide? Hide until she go away.
But most of the MC is 6/6, like I say, is a good look with flight. But yeah, so I think she get low, but I haven't tested to know for sure. Even seen her in this format.
There's some things she can do I like.
Okay.
But she's not gonna do her endless loop thing.
Right. Galactus. I guess I didn't like him a lot to put him at 25, but he won the middle of the pack. This is another one, Earl, top 5.
I like him, and here's why. There's a lot of combat pumps that are staples in decks that aren't there. They're just not going to be available. So the fact that he gets super big is pretty good. Although I will say that somebody recently showed me how tiny he was. Thanks, Jason.
Yes, I probably would have him if I had to redo the rank. I think I done a rank a couple weeks ago, so I didn't get really much play testing or thought into it. But I still think
I like where I got him at 12.
I think he ended up at the right spot at 13.
Mm-hmm.
So, Human Torx Nova type. I think we all thought the same thing about her.
Mm-hmm.
This is a her, right? I'm not up on comic lore super, but I mean she's gonna level up as long as she survived to somebody gonna play a 7 at some point.
Yep.
So
and 8/8 possibly on turn 1 seems
pretty
good to me.
So anything else?
No.
She's also a herald, so if you are going the Galactus route.
Human Torx. Now I'm the one who gave this is one of my top 5. I think I've seen so much from him. I have really never played him, but I see people do so good with him. But the more I think about, I think this was a poor decision on my part.
Yeah, the previous Torch is better in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I may think so, but and if we get big, I think he can. I mean, yeah, I mean it's the top the five after five. Like I said, I could do some mixing and matching, but outside, I think number 11 overall where he should be at. Uh, Dumamu, somebody's number 2. Let's hear about this.
Okay, so I just got done listening to, I think, one of Ben's podcasts. Oh yeah, he was spoiling Shredder. He was like, "Yeah, I really hate playing an MC who doesn't really contribute, and you hide him away." I'll be honest. My plan was to use that 7 of health and get to Galactus and all the big guys, and you're so busy dealing with them, you can't hit his 12 defense.
And like I said,
I like him, but I don't know.
I have played against a lot of Dumamu. I mean, the other couple of people I know, this is one of the top tier. I mean, somebody is doing a whole blog about all his different versions on the
Oh yeah.
on the New York Minute. So I mean, I played him quite a bit, and Earl have some interest in this individual. I mean, he got game. I mean, 10 is where he should be at, but 2 I think is a little high.
I did play with PJ Sunday night and played some games, and he's, at least the way I had him built, definitely needs some changes. So I'm looking forward to next week's New York Minute.
Yeah, like I said, you got him at 2. I about to say, I mean, me and Earl talked about getting you a drug test because we can't have none of that,
test?
you know, nobody pissing hot, you know, and still be on the team. So, but
I do like Dormammu.
Right, I like him too. Like I said, I just don't like him as 2.
I also played against Kate Pride and was able to kind of outlast her. So that's another reason why he is high on my list.
Okay, yeah, I guess the counter. I guess you're looking at the counter. Well, I mean, there's so many different ways you could. I don't think 2 people could make the same list in this format.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're trying to keep this under an hour. We don't want to be Team Apex level of recording. Cable. Now this is one of my top 5. I really like him in this. I mean, I know we ain't talking about much Civil War, but he have access to post now.
Yep.
That's all I have to say. Anybody else want to speak on this? Okay, he was in my top 5. I had to say something. But we in the top 10 now to let y'all know. The top 10, these are people that should get drafted. None of these should be left on the table. Mr. Fantastic. I like him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good.
He got mad game. The people he need to get out there got mad game. I mean, yeah. I think he had the right spot.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. I wasn't as high as the other one. I mean, I still think he in a good spot, but I wasn't as high as y'all two. Y'all was a little closer to the number.
I love spells.
Yeah, right. I just the thing is, like, say, just that level
up. Oh, guys, hold on. We finally made Mitch happy. Mr. F is so good, he says. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if we vindicated ourselves or not, but
so basically, what I'm hearing is, if y'all let him draft Mr. Fantastic, he gonna go undefeated and have a bad record in the last season.
He will Mr. F your feelings.
But going back to Doctor Strange, I'm concerned about his level up condition.
I'm not.
That's my concern with him. But I still think he got game. I really do. I just didn't think he was top 10 material. But I'm not mad.
I voted with my heart on a couple things because he's got access to spells, and like Earl said, we love the spells, and I just love Doctor Strange.
We are still talking about versus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that was code or nothing. You were thrown out here into the,
the spells.
Yeah.
Me and the wife like spells. I'm about to go have a spell right now. All right. Deacon Frost. This is somebody top 5, but 2 of us don't think that's the case.
He's top 10. He's good.
He got game, but man, you may want to really think about canceling when he tried to do that evil scientist. It might be worth paying that green if you could afford to do it. Because pulling location in here may not be a high. You might block his only chance to level.
That is true.
But when he do level, yeah, he can make things happen. This is one of Jason's favorite. Was I know me and Earl played him a lot, so we have seen Deacon Frost in action, and
I've been frosted myself.
I could see Jason playing him. I mean, drafting him. I mean, in other things, but yeah, I mean, you kind of know the people at the top. So we're going to the top 5. The Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
People don't talk about him as much, but I think he got mad game.
Oh yeah.
And the plot twist he brings that nobody else have. I mean, it's like he playing a different game than everybody else. I got the open fire. I got the savage surprise. What you got?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, and the plot twists on his team are not great, but the fact that but the plot twists on the team when they do work, they are awesome.
Right.
But like,
and he can play them and hold them, or he can use them for the cards that no one else has.
Right. So I mean, people don't talk about the Wizard a lot. I mean,
don't.
I mean, but yeah, he definitely top 5. I mean, I think he should be one. Like I said, he should get drafted. There's a chance that somebody in the second, he probably won't get picked to the second round. I mean, just seeing hearing how people talk about him, he probably won't get drafted to the second round. But he got mad game. He should be top 5 easily, without question.
Oh yeah. And when I think of like top tier characters, I think, what do these characters do that nobody else can do?
Right.
It's someone who loves plot twists
and canceling combat.
Yep. That's yeah.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to hate block me from the Wizard, I mean,
Miss Marvel. This was one of my top 3. Y'all had a little low. I think it's more so just because of Civil War fatigue. Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to say anything else?
No, she's good.
Dr. Doom. Now we get into the big 3. We already know who the big 3 are. I mean, unless you haven't been keeping up with your bingo card, but we know who the top 3 are going to be. But Dr. Doom, you hear a lot of talk about him. That machine on 1. But I mean, all I gotta say is, if your opponent have Dr. Doom and you don't have Red in your deck and a support character that go with that, you are crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, with machine, it's gonna be hit or feast or famine with this guy though. Right. If you don't have your yellows,
right.
That is true.
Right. I still think he got some game if you could stay on level 1, but if you're building a deck depending on that machine, I don't think you have those same options.
Right.
Number 2. Yeah, I mean, I think he's a little weaker than what he was in Civil War, but he's still there.
He misses Miss Marvel. Kamala Khan Marvel, not Carol Danvers.
And he missed Kane.
Oh! See, we were doing so good with Mitch, but he thinks Doom is way overrated with the limited sets.
I had Doom at, let's see, what would Doom 7-3? Yeah, so you had him at 1, Roland. So yeah, I thought that was a little high. 3 I felt was good, but I had him at 7. I mean, I already thought Dr. Doom had game even without. I mean, I think that team. I think he got game. I had to disagree with you, Mitch. But I don't want to play a game to get proven wrong neither. But I just disagree with you, Mitch.
He's packing Nimrod.
Anybody else want to talk about
I think we might have Spider-Man ranked too high, but he was pretty dominant in the last format. Right. Maybe that's sticking with us. So
right,
and he still has in good hands.
The thing I think about him is when you play him, you don't know what kind of deck your opponent have.
Yep.
Right.
And if they get yellow, they can manipulate their deck in their favor.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my thought on him. And finally, we all know who number 1. And personally, I don't think it because of Senator Kelly.
No, it is
I,
definitely
I
not.
think that's a good option, but you can't protect him. It
Nope.
not unless you get an MC that just don't can't. If you don't have no flight, then you may be in trouble.
Yeah. So I played Cape Pride in Quarantine Cup 3. I played the aggro version, and there were two other Cape Prides in that same bracket I was in. And I'm not saying that the Senator Kelly version is not a good deck, but aggro Cape Pride rolls.
Hmm. Yeah, I think.
Senator Kelly
Yeah,
Cape
again,
Pride.
in this format, I think it's going to be more about getting big characters out.
Mm-hmm.
Playing on 3 is just disgusting.
Right. So I mean, because I said Senator Kelly, you can't really, you have no fight blocker, you don't have no good defensive stops for him.
Right.
So, but
Yeah,
so
you play Lilith on turn 1 with Cape Pride, and then just completely start destroying whatever your opponent tries to bring out.
so I think that rounds it up. So like I said, we know how the pre-draft work. If you not at the draft and you don't provide a list, you'll get the next available from this list that we made. This is
Yeah.
not this is not the perfect list, but this is the best you're going to get this early in the format.
I think if you sit down and you try to make a list, you're gonna find that there's a handful of MCs you think are really good, a handful of MCs you think are really bad, and then there's kind of this mess in the middle.
Just take those dice and see where they fall.
All right, so finally we got the current Team Buckeye ranking that this is before the top 8 of the build phase. Is it League 9 build phase, right?
Yeah.
Yep, League 9.
Okay. So yeah, they're before the top 8, but so I don't think they're going to really affect the rankings too much on the right side. Even Mix is in the final and I don't think nobody else is. Vern lost in the top. I mean, he may move. I mean, but I don't think that's going to be finished before we have our draft. It
No,
may,
I don't think so.
but
It may, it may not.
I think even if we do, we just going to stick with this ranking because so close. I think the week before we'll lock the rankings here, and even if it get updated, we'll still go with these rankings. So we see Scott with the first pick. Yeah, he on Facebook. He talking crazy, so I don't know what to expect from him. Number 2 is
Love you, Scott.
yeah. Number 2 is Rob. When he love a main character, he love a main character, and he had Pro Red Spider-Man and the Civil War. I can see him going back down that rail.
Or to Invisible Woman. He kicked my
Right.
butt with Invisible
Right.
Woman.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's another one. But I think his first pick will be Pro Red. I think he's just like, and I think he gonna try to make Senator Kelly work.
Okay.
Let's see.
Banana Craft Shot, one of our new players for this season.
Josh loves Doom, so if he can get him.
Right. Jason. I think Jason gonna try to make sure that people towards the top don't get what they want, but I think he have a lot of favorites in this format. I think Jason gonna be happy with in round 1 and 2.
Yep.
PJ. He's a new person. He also from Ohio. He Buckeye Team Buckeye
PJ!
person. We'll see what he got to bring. Mr. Ben. Like I said, we don't get to see him play as much, so always good to see him and Joe because they usually run in events. And then we got the Shadow of the Bat.
Who's that clown?
I mean,
he's gonna pick Dormammu.
but we know he's not gonna pick one of the top MCs like Surfer, but he'll pick somebody.
I'll pick Surfer for you.
Don't do that. Don't. And then you're gonna be like, he's so bad. K Danger. He did pretty good last time. The ranking show for that.
Oh yeah, he beat me with Black Widow.
And then we got the Team Apex trio.
All right.
Yeah, they like to make things happen. They probably have already got the MC. They probably have, they do deep testing. They probably already got the draft board laid out and got strings and stuff. They probably already know who drafted and who. They probably can send me their pick right now and be like, yep, he'll be available. And then Mix, I think I think Mitch gonna have. I mean, even though he's 13, I think this is a good format to be 13 in.
Oh yeah, and we all know he's gonna go show us up with Nimrod.
Right. Oh, this is a little low. Wait, let me. Click the wrong
He
thing. But
thinks Nimrod is greater than Doom.
right. So that's everything. Anybody want to put anything else to end this off? I mean, most of us are in happy marriages, and being away from them for an hour could cause problems.
Well, my wife went to bed already. I'm good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, same.
Okay. I haven't got home from work, so I don't know when she come in the door. So I was expecting to walk in at some point, but I guess that didn't happen. So I got lucky this time. But I still
So
made. Huh?
I do have a couple things to say about this
Go.
this format. This format, I think in this league it's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know if I was going to a tournament, a regional in this format, I might be a little concerned about how many Cape Prides I'd see.
Oh yeah.
But I'm hoping in this league with the MC draft, we should get some variety. I think that'll be a pretty good time.
Hey, we'll actually get to use the switching out of MCs.
Correct. So
what's that called?
Okay, I do want to advise people on that since they hear so when new sets get released, like we said, they will usually release on a Wednesday, so they won't be available to the next week. But you could then jump in the supplemental draft to make sure you be able to get one of them. And like I said, we say you could proxy new sets if you don't get them on time, so don't worry about not having the cars. We still allow proxy for the most recent arc. So
right, if we even get anything.
Right, if we get anything. And also to kind of let people know, so just to kind of the future of Team Buckeye, where we going. Next format, we may not be drafting MC. We may be drafting arcs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing.
Format.
No, we're gonna do arcs for the next format.
Oh yeah. My bad.
And then we may have a shortened, so that's gonna be right after midwinter. So we may have a shortened season because we may try to do the first Buckeye tournament where it's gonna be double elimination, and you'll be drafting formats for that, and drafting your position and the brackets. So like I said, more information to come. We still talking among each other, trying to get, but I just want to get that out there. But we plan on and for the tournament, just to let people know, I got 4 Captain Britain, so the winner of that tournament will get one of them, and probably Academy for runner up. We'll see what we could get. We're gonna put a little prize package together. I mean, we're not putting too much money into it. You won't get play mats. Sorry, Mix. You can't take our play mats. But we'll try to get you some cool cars.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for putting up with me doing my first stream. We're gonna get to this again next time. Here we are. But like I said, I don't never edit anyway, so even if we will record it, will sound the same. So
without Mitch questioning our
right. Good point. So anybody go ahead, plug your thing, Roland, go for it.
All right, go read the resource row every Thursday.
That why his rank is so bad. He spends so much time on that resource row, so that have to be good.
Oh yeah.
Because he didn't definitely put the time into the rankings.
Yeah, that's why Silver Surfer is so
47. That's we still discussing that, but like I said, again, thanks for tuning in.
If you guys don't hear anything from the resource row for a while, send help.
I mean, just he better say something about Silver. I got questions and I'm not getting enough answers, so we'll discuss that and we'll figure it out. But like I said, again, thanks for hanging out with us. If you did make the trip, I'm not giving away tokens this time. Mix got me last. I'm the only one. Like I listened to the whole thing. Give me a token, and I'd say I would, but not this time. You just a sucker for hanging out this time. Well, hope to see more people. See, we got 13 in the league. Hope to see more, but y'all don't want to keep it an odd number because if that happens, that means me and Earl gonna be jumping in. Surfer. You don't want to see me and Earl. My wife dies me because she worried about she might get in the format. She don't want to see me. I mean, it was gonna be a scary experience. So y'all better find a friend, make it an even number, have fun playing. Because if it's an odd number, you will have to see us. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all have a good night.